Welcome to the Red Heifer Sheffield Preview Pod. Back to preview another one. It's yours truly, Chaz Jarvis, reporting from my wife's vehicle because I got the time screwed up on this one. So we're here to preview the midweek fixture where Sheffield United are inevitably going to get their ass kicked as they did in the reverse fixture against Middlesbrough. So to preview Middlesbrough, we have Stephen from the Borough Breakdown or the 12th Man Boro. Stephen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. So let's get on with it. Borough, how have they done since they kicked the shit out of Sheffield United back in the month of, I believe it was December? Sheffield United didn't even really have a sniff of the ball when they played Borough the last time out. So where have Middlesbrough gone from there?
Pretty much very inconsistent. We can have good games like we did against yourselves and beat teams like West Brom. Obviously took apart Leeds beginning part of the season, but we can lose games against Derby, which is really stupid to be honest. We're so up and down. I can't really tell what we're going to do from game to game, but somehow we're still in the hunt for the playoffs, so you can't really complain. So, we're still in that part of the season where you're pushing for the playoffs. What you're going to get from us, I really don't know. They say we're just one of them teams. It's pretty much been what our season has been so far.
Yeah, it's a bit of Middlesbrough are a bit of Jekyll and Hyde. It seems. Like I said, they beat the hell out of Sheffield United when we played earlier in the season, and then it's been some head scratching performances. So as a Borough supporter, where are you on Michael Carrick as a manager? Is it his fault or is it a bit of the player's fault? I mean, because to be fair, Michael Carrick can get him ready for the game, but he can't go over the white line when they start the game. So where's the inconsistency lie?
I think it's both parties. To be quite honest, there's faults at both ends. Obviously, Michael sets them up to play in a certain way, gives them the instructions to follow and play out from the back as we do, and when it goes right, it goes really, really wrong. Um, so it looks really bad. I mean, look at the goal against Preston. So many memes and videos and all sorts have come out about that. So it's both sides. It's just like a normal day job. If your pen doesn't work at work, would you go and blame your boss or would you go and sort it out yourself?
Yeah.
It's simple things like that. The players have got to take responsibility sometimes, but yeah, Carrick's got obviously he's the man that'll feel the heat end of the day for it. But he's still got us there, hasn't he? He's still got us in a position where we can still go forward.
Um, with the the leaving of the striker Latte Laugh for what was it, 20 million pounds?
Yeah, yeah.
To of all places, he came over here to play in the States, which is a bit of a head scratcher to me because I think playing over here in the States is like League Two worthy, National League worthy. So I don't know why he would do the step. Obviously, it was probably because of the payday. But your thoughts on losing him to the MLS of all leagues?
I think losing him in general is huge for us. He was our top scorer. He was our talisman. He was everything we needed in a striker. Obviously, he scored the winner against yourselves earlier in the season. Before Cooper could even move, the ball was past him. It shows the power of the lad. But we move on. We brought in another striker. We brought in Ian Nacho on loan from Sevilla. So we brought someone in that's going to hopefully fill the void. We've got players in that are going to help as well in behind. Ben Doak, Morgan Whittaker, Finazaz. Hopefully will be back in his game. So we have got players that can fill that gap. But as any club, it's a huge loss for us, and hopefully we can just build on and kick on from that with what we brought in to replace him.
Yeah, hopefully the Borough are able to kick on, and that's not too huge of a loss for them. Um, so before we get to the midweek fixture, where do you see Borough coming in? coming. Do you think they have enough over the line to make the playoffs, or it might be a bridge too far, and they might fall to the wayside the closer we get to the playoffs? What are your honest thoughts? And I guess you kind of echo.
Um, Bramall Lane's one of them places where it's difficult to go whoever you are. I think we've got enough. It's about cutting out the mistakes. We don't come out the mistakes, then we're going to fall short, and it's our own fault. Whether we do it, I don't know. I'd love to say, yeah, we'll nick 5th or 6th. Top 4, God, let's face it. It's difficult. I'll know in about 5 or 6 games time where we will be. These stretch of games we've got coming up are going to be really difficult for us, starting with yourselves on Wednesday night. But I mean, we do well in the big games, so I'm hoping we can step it up with yourselves. We can step into the game and give you a run for your money and really push you. Whether we do, as I say, it depends if we cut the mistakes out that we've been making.
Yeah. It all comes down to that. So on to the midweek fixture. How do you see it going? How bad are Boro going to beat us? Because they beat us 2-0 on the reverse fixture. I see something similar coming down the pipe. Your thoughts?
I mean, your home record's not bad. It's a pretty good home record. You've faced some tough teams there already. It's always, like I say, it's always a tough place to go. Bramall Lane, it's a really tough place to go. Compact, small pitch, per se. Fans can be loud on the day. Say I've been to Bramall Lane many times. They say it can be a really intimidating place to go. But like I said, we've gone some places this year and we've really performed. We've been to Allen Road and won. We've beaten the Hawthorns and won. We've performed at Carroll Road. You can list them off. We've been to some big places this season. We've given some teams a good goal. But like I said, it's all about the mistakes where they can cut them out. I think we can give you a game, and I really do think we can get a result on Wednesday night.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This one's a tough one. As I led into it, building up with a negative defeat. Seeing how Pompey kind of took it to us yesterday, and to be fair, Pompey should feel hard done not to have taken at least a draw, if not all 3 points away from Bramall Lane. And as you know, you said Middlesbrough coming to the lane, knowing how they beat us at the Riverside 2-0 and beat us handily. Now, granted, that was off of the back of the Leeds defeat and just Chris Wilder being a complete moron that he is and tries to change up the formation and knows it doesn't work. I think it's going to be a hotly contested game. I think it's all even. I think it's 1-1, or it could even be a 0-0 draw. Because God knows that a clean sheet from Sheffield United would be the best thing for us, and we need one right now. So I take a 0-0 draw, but I don't want us to lose, because then it becomes, then you get Burnley jump over you if they get a midweek win, Sunderland pull within 2 points of you. So yeah, you got to go for 3 points, but I can see us getting one out of it. It should be an entertaining game. I hope, as they say, the old cliche goes, it's the old advert for the championship, where both teams are hotly contested in this one. But it all should be found out under the lights. Midweek fixture, God, these big games don't need midweeks. They need to be on weekends, Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff, so the adequate buildup can be. And this is one thing we're not talking about either. Middlesbrough's having a better part of a week to prepare for this, with Sheffield United playing on Saturday 3 p.m. Short work week, going, turning this one around how leggy are Sheffield United going to be in the 70th, 80th minute of this game compared to Boro, who should be on fresh legs. Yeah, it should be interesting. Before we get out of here, I ask every opposition preview that come on your go-to match day beverage.
Go to match day, but it's got to be a pint, hasn't it? You got to have a pint. You got to have something to calm the nerves, whether it's 1, 10, 20. Depends on the time of
Yes.
the game is, but yeah, you've got to have a pint, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. What pint would you get? What if you had to choose? What pint would it be?
Depends what's on offer. I mean, I travel quite a bit following the team. I usually quite like a pint of cider. But I say it does depend on what's available, where you go. But anything alcoholic can calm the nerves. That'll do me.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. Well, there it is. There you have it. So Steven, drop where people can find the pod before we get out of here.
Yeah, so we're at 12th Man. You can find us on X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. All the good places you can listen to us. We're live every Monday night, speaking to lovely people about all things Borough. And if you like hearing five lads make a fool of themselves, yeah, tune yourself in.
Will do. Definitely give him a follow. If you haven't done so, Red After Sheffield, Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Until I come back to preview Luton at the weekend, I will leave you with Up the Blades.